I'm Lynn, and here's what's happening at Ewetopia Farms today.
This group is probably eating 30 pounds of creep feed a day right now. So you this morning that wouldn't accept your lamb.
You're causing havoc for everyone.
See, how many farmers do you think would do this? Mix and feed. 2 ton.
Mom hasn't sat on her yet. So let's get started.
Lambs look good, so I'm just here feeding bowls tonight. Checking everything up. Don't see any problems. So we got 5 lights. 2 of them are quit working now. Good old Canadian products. I don't know how I'm going to get them fixed. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I'm just letting them finish the bottles. You want to come in? Come on in. Go and grab a bottle, see what's left. Come on. I don't know if that's a bottle baby or not, but he's looking for milk, but I think he's a little late. So I think tomorrow morning we're going to make a creep area right in here. And probably put a wall up. And we have a creep pen in the back. But I think we're going to move it to the front right away with 2 feeders and eventually 3 or 4 feeders. But these lambs are just starting to creep just a little bit. So they're not eating a lot yet. This group here is eating quite a bit. This group is probably eating 30 pounds of creep feed a day right now. So this is you this morning that wouldn't accept your lamb. And I had the halter on her. And this is the evening, 9 o'clock. I'm doing my checks. And she's actually letting the lamb nurse. So that turned out okay. And she's chewing her cud. See her chewing her cud? So she's releasing the milk. And the lamb is sucking away. So that's a good story. That turned out well. So right now I'm going to start feeding. Yes, that's right. I'm going to start feeding bottle babies. Isn't that quite the pile? So that's a little under control. Lynn will have to figure that out.
Breakfast time. causing havoc in here. You're ruining the whole thing for everyone else. You go over here. Some of them just can't line up properly. Like that one always goes in there and knocks everyone off. Look, you got it. You got to be in line. There we go. There. Ewes can come on this side. There. I know. There. Oh, and she's doing it again. Come on. It's you that's doing it. Get out of there. Get over there. You're causing havoc for everyone. Like, why would she do that? That's got to be extremely awkward. You're spectacular. We see you every day. You're very spectacular. Don't go in the same hole as him. Don't go in the same hole as him. He'll get strangled. Hi. Hi. There we go.
See, how many farmers do you think would do this? Way too much. Max! Way too much work. And I love wrapped hay if it was like this.
But you do finish your work in a whole hour, which is pretty good. 2 hours on some days.
It just could be easier, right?
It could be easier for sure, but this is by far quicker. But yeah, you have to be younger. We'll see how Andrew Paisley does with chores.
Yeah.
He's a young guy. He could do all this for you. Right, Andrew?
I don't know why you're all lined up in the feeders.
Well, maybe because there's nothing in this feeder.
Yeah, this is beautiful stuff. But no mold at all. If they're all like this, I'd be extremely happy. The bad bales are really irritating.
Well, the wind is really cold still because I just cleaned drinkers. And it's hard to tell, but my hands are bright red. They're freezing. We're finding that these Dorsets are a little shorter bodied than our past ones, but I see that this 13 we like is still quite long. But some traits with sheep pass on really, really easily, so a ram can really make a change by using a certain type of ram, and some traits take years to correct or change. But one thing over the years that I've discovered on our farm with every breed of sheep is that legs can be changed fairly quickly and length can be changed very quickly. Slow things that are hard to manipulate with genetics is the amount of lambs in your litter. That you can change more easily and quicker by the time of year you breed, the age of the sheep you breed, and the actual breed of your sheep. But breeding a triplet ram to a triplet ewe, for instance, doesn't seem to have any effect whatsoever.
The world's biggest Dorset with two of the smallest lambs. So I don't know what that little lamb is doing sticking his head through the gate like that. He's not stuck, is he? Okay, there you go. So we took some of the wool off of her. She was quite woolly. And these lambs are quite small. So we were worried they weren't locking on. But seems to be they are. So I'm out tonight. I'll check up on these guys to see how they're doing.
It's a little chilly today. So this smart guy, instead of snuggling down in the straw, is snuggling down in the wool. think Arnie told you about these two. But they're doing well.
Late this morning, we're going to be mixing feed, 2 ton. And I got my grain ready to go to cover all the feed to use. So right now, the first thing we want to be doing is we put in the barley. So I go up and top, and that auger will drop in the barley, and that's the first ingredient we put in is barley. Corn right now, and I'm going to start putting in the protein at the same time. So, 7 bags of protein, 40 kilos a bag, 2 ton of grain. And there's about 1/4 of that barley, then your 7 bags of protein, and the rest is all corn. And we're only using the barley because for the fiber, but I don't think it's that necessary because they're getting a lot of hay. So we're going to mix that up. It'll take about 5 minutes, and that will be full. And then we're going to hit over the cover all and start feeding it. where the corn's coming from. You can actually see it moving down. We're filled up. We're heading to the coveralls, the feed sheet. Lynn's carrying all the bottles over to the coverall, so I'm thinking I'm going to go over and carry the bottles for her to give her a break. So I'm going to walk back to the barn here, show you what Canada's like. It's the end of March and it's so cold yet our grass won't even grow. So that's how cold it is. So I came back to carry the bottles for you, hon.
Good. I moved that around a bit so I can access the milk better.
What?
Out of creek feed, so we've mixed up another batch and Arnie's pouring it into our holding tank.
So got the creep feed out. It's a little over full, so I can't close the lid. And but I gotta feed some tonight, so I'll just leave it open. Put some second cut alfalfa in the feeders, and you can see they like it. This is actually the dry hay up here. That's actually wet alfalfa. But they're filled up for a few hours, eating away. I'm done here, so I'm going to head off to the ram barn and see what I can get done there. And that's it for morning chores. So we'll just carry the pail of grain across. Hello, Big Belly. Maybe I'll roll that hay out first before I give him grain.
Now we're starting to set up the creep area at the front of the barn on the final side of the coverall, where most of the sheep are mixed up and we don't have a dividing wall. It's mainly Dorsets, but all the straggler Suffolks will be in here as well. And eventually we'll be bringing the youngest of the bottle babies in here as well. And they'll be eating on this side of the barn. Here comes the second one. Get out, Ben. Get out, Ben. For now, I think. Well, it's that time of day, guys. We're gonna call it a day. I really hope you enjoyed your time here today. And if you did, please be sure to remember to give us a thumbs up because it really helps our channel. And if you haven't yet, you can subscribe down below. and press that bell if you want to make sure that you don't miss a single episode. And she's still alive. This is the teeny tiny one. Right in the camera, she doesn't look so teeny tiny, but she probably weighs 2 pounds. We haven't weighed her, but she comes up to Mom's knees. But she's pretty lively, and Mom hasn't sat on her yet. And that's always a good thing. So for now, I'm going to call her Nancy. And please, everybody, pray to God that this giant mom doesn't sit on this little teeny weeny lamb. Because she's a feisty, cute little thing. Go see your mom. See, she's up to Mom's knees. But she's a good height at reaching that nipple. And she looks in good shape. Brother's a lot bigger, but still small. But I'm not too worried about him because he is bigger, stronger. Look after that little lamb. You throw a lamb that small, you gotta look after her. Anyway, thanks for joining us, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye for now.